Welcome inside Marysville Pilchuck High School for the District 1 4A championship match tonight. It's a winner to state matchup here on STSPN.com. The undefeated Lake Stevens Vikings versus the surprise Jackson Timberwolves, who pulled the upset against Kamiak Tuesday night at Kamiak. Here they are in the championship match, looking to upset Lake Stevens and punch their ticket to state. I'm Bishop, bringing you all the action this evening. We'll also have updates from the loser out match on the court next to us. That is Kamiak and Monroe playing for an opportunity to play against the loser of the championship match here. That match will happen on Saturday, and the winner of that one will go to state as well. Tonight's match brought to you by Uprising Volleyball. Check us out. We've got a beach indoor hybrid program. It's club season. We've got spots available on our 13s and 14s teams. We've got a U12 program and programs for all the high school age kids as well. Check us out at uprisingvolleyball.com. Lily Eason's going to get us started, senior setter for Lake Stevens Vikings. She's committed to Seattle University. The lefty will face off against another senior left-handed setter. That's Taylor Eastwood, number 1, setting outside for Ciara Cho there. Dig by Peyton Ludwig for the Vikings. Here's Hannah Onsen with her first swing of the night. It wasn't pretty, but it was a kill. Hannah Onsen could say most nights, the majority of the offense for Lake Stevens runs through number 11. Taking a look, that's Christina Johnson, the right side for Jackson, misfiring over the top. Taking a look at the rest of Lake Stevens' lineup, we've got Brooke Valentine playing some defense in the back row. Peyton Ludwig, we mentioned, is your libero. Samaya Morin, freshman, picked up, she's starting on the right side, and Anna Sack is your junior middle. There's Taylor Eastwood running down a pass. Christina Johnson sends a free ball. Ludwig, Eason, Sack, Dig Johnson, Dig Eastwood, out of system set for Johnson. It's your libero Haley Pistol for Jackson. Your front row outside hitter Ciara Cho. Back row outside hitter sophomores Paige Wilson. And your senior middle Lauren Demmelin rounds out the Jackson starting lineup. Lily Eason still at the service line for Lake Stevens. They have shown vulnerability at times. They've been taken to 5 a couple times through the course of the season, but they have not lost a Wesco League match in the last 2 seasons. Phenomenal record. There's Hannah Onsen hammering that one off the block. Talked a little bit in the first match of Kamiak Mount Vernon how fast Mount Vernon runs. The difference between Lake Stevens offense and Mount Vernon's offense, Lake Stevens offense not quite as fast, but it all takes place much higher above the net. Lily Eason with the service ace. And Lake Stevens opening up a big lead here early against Jackson. So the official doing some crowd management behind Eason. Left-handed jump float, another ace. That's 2 in a row. She's going off after the junior right side, Christina Johnson. Head coach for the Jackson Timberwolves, Mitty Stodiger. She's going to pull a shift. She brings Ciara Cho back. No, I'm not sure if that's in rotation or not. That looks a little funky. The officials deem it to be good to go. Haley Pistol with the pass. Here's Johnson. She pushes the free ball over, pick up by Ludwig. Eason sets for the right side. Samaya Morin, the freshman, hammers that one into the net. Morin got a late season call up to the varsity squad. She's playing with them here in districts on that right side. Talented young freshman. Her and Tatum Smith I see as well to go along with Maddie Eisminger, the third freshman that I can see on the Lake Stevens bench. Eisminger's been a starter in the middle for the Vikings from match 1. Brooke Valentine, Eason, Anna Sack hammers it into the tape and down, and Anna Sack's got a kill on the night. Brings Hannah Onsen into the service line. Grace Schradel, the junior outside hitter, comes into the match to hit left pin for the Vikings. Pass from Pistol. There's Eastwood. Lauren Demmelin, the big senior middle, is blocked by the combination of Sack and Morin. Nice job by the Lake Stevens block there. Lauren Demmelin is definitely a key factor for this Jackson team. They use her all over the court. She's played outside hitter. She's played middle. There's Ciara Cho. Nice pickup by Anna Sack, and Grace Schradel puts it down. And Lake Stevens right now can do no wrong. Everything is going to the floor on the Jackson side. Lake Stevens aggressive, has the Timberwolves on their heels for sure. As we've noted many times through the season with high school volleyball, high school sports in general, greatness sometimes comes in bursts, and consistency can be the biggest challenge. There's another kill for Schradel. That one wasn't perfect, but it finds the floor, and they all look the same on the score sheet. Onsen continues to serve. Service ace for Hannah Onsen to go with her 2 kills. And Jackson in trouble here in set number 1. Mindy Staudinger calls a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well right here on STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife, Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Welcome back inside Marysville Pilchuck High School. The Lake Stevens Vikings. Huge start here against the Jackson Timberwolves in your District 1 4A championship match. The winner of this one moves on to state. I'm Matty Bishop. Tonight's match is brought to you by UprisingVolleyball.com, Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, McDaniels Do-It Center, GNS Heating and Cooling, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, and of course at the end of this match we'll have the Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match. Hannah Onsen with the serve, free ball back from Haley Pistol. Onsen digs it, Eason with the running set, and Schradel can't find the angle. The big block of Eastwood and Dimmelin were up, closing off options for her. That's going to bring Ciara Cho out of the match. Into the back row, senior defensive specialist, the lefty Lauren Atwood, number 13, will serve. She's serving at a try line made up of Schradel, Ludwig, and Onsen for the Vikings. She goes after Onsen right out of the gates. Lily Eason, high set. Beautiful jump set. Grace Schradel pounds that ball right through the hole in the block. She leads all hitters with 3 kills. That brings Peyton Ludwig to the service line, senior libero. We've talked about her in matches earlier this year. This kid has worked so hard to be part of this team, to stay with this team and getting the rewards of being a libero, the starting libero on an undefeated squad. Man, can't say enough good things about Peyton Ludwig. She is a stud. Looks like Lexi Dollarhide into the match for the Jackson Timberwolves now. She's going to play back row. Believe it's for Christina. No, Christina Johnson's still in. Dollarhide is in the back row for Dimmelin. Net violation call against Grace Schradel. Didn't look like she was very close to the net, but we have a really, really bad angle. The line judge has a much, much better angle. Dollarhide continues to serve. Again, Schradel, Onsen, and Ludwig. The serve receive try line. Samaya Morin hitting your right side. Maddie Eisminger, pair of freshmen hitting front row right now. Eisminger in the middle, Marin on the right side. That's Marin, hammers that ball down. And Samaya Marin showing the type of arm swing that gets you a call up to the varsity team for districts. Nice job by her. Kendall Solis, junior defensive specialist, checks into the match to serve for the Vikings. Eason goes to the front row. You got to keep an eye on that left-handed dump when she's up there. It is lethal. Out of the back row, that's Haley Pistol. Full jump and swing from the libero. And Hannah Onsen puts the ball on the ground right in front of her. Onsen now has 3 kills to go with her 1 ace. That one out of the back row. Solis will continue to serve. Solis has seen some time as an outside hitter this year, but most of her work has been done as a defensive specialist, playing out that right 2x2 for your right side as they come through. Down the line, Paige Wilson. That's a nice swing. Paige Wilson is just a sophomore outside hitter. She was our player of the match when Jackson beat Monroe in the first round of districts last Saturday. She has a ton of potential. It's the left-handed setter, Taylor Eastwood, floats that one a bit too far from the service line. Lake Stevens gets the easy side out. It's Brooke Valentine coming into the match for Grace Schradel to serve. That means number 11, Hannah Onsen, goes to the front row. And that ball's out of play. Eastwood can't run it down. Monroe and Kamiak are underway on court number 2 in the loser out match. It's 2-0 Bearcats. Periodically we'll give you updates there. Olivia Skibble punches that ball over the top and out of play. And Lake Stevens rolling here in set number 1. Jackson just looking for something that works right now. Valentine again. Good pass from Haley Pistol. Here's the back set for Wilson. Paige Wilson appears to be what works right now. That's her second kill of the match. Nice swing by her from the right pin this time. She goes back to serve. Ciara Cho checks back into the front row for the Timberwolves. So Cho, Olivia Skibble, and Christina Johnson. And it's a combination of Skibble and Johnson that get the block against Hannah Onsen there. Wilson continues to serve. Valentine out of system. Here's Eisminger. Her first swing of the match from the right side, dug by Eastwood. Out of system set from Pistol. Christina Johnson puts that one down. Nice swing from number 8 for the Timberwolves. The junior right side, Christina Johnson. Wilson still at the service line. She was very good at the service line against Monroe. Here's Hannah Onsen, tip over the top, and the off-speed kill there. You open the play up with the power, and then you just hammer it down. Or you hammer it down, and then you just float it down. That ball's out of play. Service ace for Maddie Eisminger. Her first point scored in the match. A freshman, has been good from the service line this year. Haley Pistol, Eastwood. I thought Onsen touched that. And a lift is the call. Well, I'm not sure I saw that. Potentially saw Onsen interfering with the set if she was over the net. If she was over the net and the ball didn't break the plane and she touched it, Hannah Onsen was interfering with the set. If the ball broke the plane and Taylor Eastwood touched it above the height of the net, then it's an illegal back row block for Eastwood, or an illegal back row attack. Neither one of those calls was made. Somewhere in that mess, a lift was called. Ciara Cho and Hannah Onsen, a pair of senior outside hitters as captains. Very few players represent themselves as well as Hannah Onsen. She's a very intelligent young lady. Remember when she was on our U13s team, we say she was 12 going on 40. Hannah Onsen. And Mindy Staudinger not satisfied with the explanation, but that's all the explanation she's going to get. Eisminger serves right at Pistol. Here's Olivia Skibble, and that ball is in by a lot. Brooke Valentin wanted it to be out, but Skibble with the kill there. Nice quick one in front of the middle for Jackson. As like we said, they're just trying to find something that works at this point. Some place of confidence to go back to. Senior middle Lauren Dimmelin goes to the front row. Somehow that ball is kept alive after Ciara Cho blocked. Wow, Peyton Ludwig falls down, then gets up, makes a dig, and Onsen gets the kill. Holy smokes, it's good to be a Viking. No matter what happens, everything's seeming to go Lake Stevens' way right now. They say you create your luck with hard work, and that is certainly true. This is a hard-working bunch of girls, but that play is unbelievable. Peyton Ludwig falls down, tripped over another player, I think, maybe her own shoes. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. stands up, makes a dig, and then Onsen kills it. Right now, Ciara Cho punching that ball down the line and wide. No touch detected. Cho just trying to find a hole to put the ball into. Lily Eason at the service line for the Vikings. Good serve right at Johnson. Nice pass by her. Great set from Eastwood. Cho is blocked by Marin and Sack again. Samaya Marin and Anna Sack up with a big block. Second time those two have teamed up on a block here in set number 1. Eason continues to go after Johnson. Pistol with the out-of-system set now. Cho, that ball off the block, picked up by Valentine. Here's Eason, Onsen, and the big stuff block from Dimmolen and Johnson. Well, they've got answers too. We've got blockers too. This is pretty fun. These two teams are pretty well matched. A lot of this, I think, is going to depend on how well Taylor Eastwood can get Lauren Dimmolen involved in this match. If they can turn Lauren Dimmolen into a threat and force Lake Stevens to put a lot of their defensive concentration on her, what that's going to do is that's going to free up a lot more space for the likes of Ciara Cho, who hit that ball there and who blocked that ball there, and how that one's finally a lift. Ciara Cho with the solo stuff block. Nice work from her. So the more you can use that middle, the more it creates one-on-one opportunities for Johnson and Cho and Paige Wilson to really develop the offense. They get easier opportunities. That serve misses long. Hannah Onsen back to the service line, serving for set number 1 for the Vikings. Wicked serve, free ball back. She's going to pass it. Marin's going to hit it. She fires, no touch detected, but that ball drops. How about that for some top spin? Samaya Marin with her second kill of the match from the right side, and Lake Stevens breezes through set number 1, 25-11. Taking a quick look over, it's Monroe 10-7 against Kamiak right now. Kamiak with senior setter Sam Gregory serving. We'll keep you updates with that as the match goes on, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes here on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Welcome back inside Marysville-Pilchuck High School. It's the District 1 4A championship match. The Jackson Timberwolves trying to regroup. The Lake Stevens Vikings take set number 1, 25-11. Seemed like nothing could go wrong for the team in purple at times. Everything they touched was going over the net. Jackson coming out with the serve here in set number 2. It's going to be Lexi Dollarhide at the service line for them. Ciara Cho, Lauren Dimmelin, and your setter Taylor Eastwood in the front row. Paige Wilson's your back row outside hitter. Haley Pistol is your libero for the Jackson Timberwolves. Peyton Ludwig with the pass for Lake Stevens. Run down bump set Lily Eason and a hammer off the tape. What a pickup by Ciara Cho. Onson hammers it off the tape. Cho gets it up. Jackson brings it across. Off speed this time from Onson. Here comes Cho again. Tip off the block of Eason. Popped up great cover by Wilson. And it's Taylor Eastwood. Holy smokes. Hitting in the middle of the court. I thought it was Lauren Dimmelin. And I was like, wait a minute. She hit that left-handed and hard. That's because that was Taylor Eastwood, the setter for Jackson, who just went up and crushed that ball off the block for the kill. Senior setter, one of the best in Wesco this year. Nice slide from Anna Sock there. Lily Eason, another senior setter. Another one of the best in Wesco this year. We mentioned Eason committed to Seattle University. She will play at the next level. Quick update from the match next door. Monroe serving 13-16. They are down to Kamiak. How about that cut shot from Hannah Onson? Her 6th kill already in the match. So as her body is flying out of the court, she just turns the wrist over and cuts it back into play. Nice job by her. Here's Eason. Pistol. Eastwood. Nice pickup by Onson. Here's Samaya Morin. And she gets her 3rd kill of the match. Samaya Morin from the right pin has been very good. Eason continues to serve. She misses wide with that one. Lauren Atwood checks in to serve for Jackson, senior defensive specialist for the Timberwolves. Ludwig the pass, Eason the set, and Lauren Dimmelin. The big block as she shuts down Hannah Onson that time. Takes away the cross court. Nice job from the senior middle for Jackson. They'll be looking for her to step up for sure. Brooke Valentine, perfect pass for Eason. Roll shot over the top by Anna Sack, picked up by Pistol. Out of system set from Dollarhide, and Wilson can't get it across the net. An easy one for Lake Stevens. Hannah Onson back to the service line. The ball tickles the tape right at Atwood, and Eastwood goes up and gets the point. I think she touched it. That'll be her 2nd kill on our unofficial stat sheet, brought to you by UprisingVolleyball.com. She may have just faked Anna Sack out and surprised her a little bit. Lauren Dimmelin at the service line for Jackson. Hannah Onson, perfect pass for Eason. Whoa, Samaya Morin not on the same page. Gets the ball over. Here's Eastwood outside Wilson. Power tip right at Eason. Can't make the dig. Paige Wilson gets her 3rd kill of the night. She leads all Jackson hitters with 3. Already a very different tone to set number 2 than what we saw in set number 1. And now they're going to take Dimmelin out of the match. They're going to have Isha Mahal, sophomore libero, come in to serve for her. She goes after Onson as well. Out of system set, Ludwig. Schradel over the top, and nobody defends it. Grace Schradel's got 4 kills on the night. Lake Stevens, last time we saw them extremely heavy out of the left pin. Tonight they've done a nice job of using Anna Sack in the middle. She's got 2 kills, and Samaya Morin on the right side. Still 10 kills coming off of that left pin, but Much more distribution than we saw last time. Nice work by the Vikings. Haley Pistol with the pass for the Timberwolves. Here's the slide. Olivia Skibble slaps that one off the block and out. Nice connection between her and the senior Taylor Eastwood. Eastwood comes to the service line now. Oh, geez, it was out. Danced off the tape and spun just out of play. Quick update from court number 2. Monroe has 18, Kamiak has 19. Kamiak Knights just called a timeout over there. It's set number 1 still. Kendall Solis in to serve for the Lake Stevens Vikings now. Junior defensive specialist. Misfires on that one. Ciara Cho checks into the front row for Jackson. Paige Wilson back to the service line. She chewed up the Monroe Bearcats on Saturday with her serve. She'd like to get some of that mojo going against Lake Stevens here. She goes after Solis. Eason, nice jump pivot for Schradel, who pounds it through the block. Nice swing by Grace Schradel. Nice set by Lily Eason. Schradel checks out. Brooke Valentine in to serve for the Lake Stevens Vikings. Brooke, junior defensive specialist. Front row is Eason, the setter. Freshman middle Maddie Eisminger and Hannah Onsen. Taylor Eastwood. Skibble hammers that off the block of Onsen. Here's Ciara Cho now, and she gets that one somehow around Eisminger. Ciara Cho picks up her first kill of the night. Senior outside hitter has a really high point of contact. Good aggressive arm swing. Eason back for Eisminger. She tries to pick it up and can't. They say she hammered it into the tape, so no block there. Olivia Skibble to the service line for the Timberwolves. She gets a service ace. Brooke Valentine couldn't quite figure out what to do with that one, and Jackson feeling it here in set number 2. They definitely found some momentum towards the end of set number 1. They're using it here in set number 2. Valentine now overfed. Eason just goes up and swats it. She can do that because she's still in the front row. Big scramble. Jackson gets it back. Eason goes, hammers that one. That should have been a lift. It's not called, and it's down. Taylor Eastwood reached out and found something there. It was a beautiful dig in the back row. I believe it was by Wilson. Thought for sure we get the lift call. We've seen it every other time. Instead, we get a timeout out of Lake Stevens. Taking a look at the other court really quick, it's Kamiak 21, Monroe 19, still towards the end of set number 1 there. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break here on STSPN.com. We'll be right back, everybody.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At G&S, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi ductless heat pumps allow you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. Because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call G&S Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back inside Marysville Pilchuck High School. It's always weird to be at a 3A school for a 4A final. Lake Stevens on the ropes. Jackson with all the momentum here in set number 2. Lake Stevens made it look easy in set number 1. Olivia Skibble, junior middle at the service line. That means Ciara Cho and Lauren Dimmelin, along with Christina Johnson, are in the front row for Jackson. This has got to be a rotation that they like. Sweet set back for Maddie Eisminger. Good swing from her, and then Eastwood and Cho try to run fast to the outside. They can't connect. Maddie Eisminger to the service line. Anna Sack checks into the front row. Ooh, that ball tickles the tape. Beautiful pass from Wilson. There's Dimmelin on the slide. Onsen all over it. Jackson playing off their knees quite a bit. Kind of weird. But they are not letting anything touch the ground. Hannah Onsen not giving them a choice there. She gets her 7th kill of the night. I like that camera angle on that big cross-court kill. That's fun to watch. Maddie Eisminger continues to serve for the Vikings. They're fighting their way back into set number 1 here. And Jackson misfires on their offense. Good serve from Eisminger, keeping the pressure on. Kamiak's got set point in set number 1, 24-20 on court number 2. Another serve from Eisminger. This pass from Pistol. Easy set right side for Johnson. Good pickup from, that was Valentine who got under there and picked it up. Eisminger looking for the dig. Ciara Cho with the kill. Nice swing by her. She dropped the hammer right through the seam and the block on that one. Monroe's managed to side out 21-24. Monroe Bearcats serving on court 2. Lexi Dollarhide in to serve for the Timberwolves. She goes right at Brooke Valentine. Eason back set for Sack. Two-step approach picked up by Dollarhide. Here's Ciara Cho. She gets it. Ciara Cho with 3 now. Again cross court through the seam and the block. Dollarhide continues to serve. Set number 1 goes to Kamiak on court number 2. 25-21 over there. Here's Eason for Onsen. Roll over the top. Somehow Dollarhide came up with that. Ciara Cho again. That's 3 in a row. It's a turkey if you're bowling. I'm not sure what it is in volleyball, but it's 3 beautiful swings in a row from Ciara Cho. And Jackson has woken up here in this District 1 4A final. Here's Onsen. Misfires long. No touch detected. Timberwolves are rolling. Onsen, Eason, Onsen, cross court. Nice swing from Hannah Onsen, the senior with 8 kills so far. Samaya Marin checks back in for Kendall Solis. Lily Eason goes to the service line. Senior setter, her older brother, a quarterback at the University of Georgia. Ciara Cho, big tip over the top. Eason picks it up, out of system set, Ludwig. Slide footwork from the back row from Onsen. I don't know how she does it sometimes, but she gets a sweet shot down the line and another kill. Lake Stevens not going to let Jackson get away here. Dollarhide, Eastwood. Cho adjusts. Nice pickup from Valentine to the outside pin. Onsen with authority. She's in double figures. So Ciara Cho showed us some hitting pointers there. Hannah Onsen taking them back on the Lake Stevens side now. We've got ourselves a heck of a battle between 2 senior outside hitters. Dollarhide, that one can't be brought back. That's a service ace for Eason. Her 3rd of the night. She is on fire from the service line. Tickles the tape, Dollarhide. Here's Demelin, hammers that off the block of Onsen, and Lauren Demelin's on the score sheet. She's got the big, she's been a factor as a blocker. That's the first time we've seen her put one on the floor. Lauren Atwood into the match. That means Paige Wilson goes to the front row. Jackson holding on to the narrowest of leads here. Atwood goes right after Ludwig. Bump set Eason. Samaya Marin hammers that one down. Holy cross court, Batman. These 2 teams are just thumping the ball, putting on a bit of a show right now. Onsen to the service line for the Vikings. Service ace, so she catches Dollarhide moving. That's Onsen's 2nd ace of the match. Dollarhide, here's Demelin. Demelin hammers one down. Nobody playing cute volleyball right now. It is swing away time, both of these teams. Into the match to serve again for Jackson, Isha Mahal. Eason, back set for Morin. Nice job by Wilson. Oh, what's the call? A lift. I did not see the lift. I saw it come off the block, and then I saw her set the ball, which would have been a first contact. She can double it all day. I did not see a lift on that at all. Point Lake Stevens, Peyton Ludwig at the service line. Tight. Somebody was in the net. Not much of a call there. Hannah Hanson's asking the official what the heck's going on. He didn't make any hand signal about why he gave the point to Jackson. Now he's calling over his R2. Somebody was in the net big time. I thought maybe it was Schradel, but impossible to tell from here. There was no hand signal by either the R1 or the R2 as to why they gave Jackson the point. Hence the discussion as they try and figure out why they gave Jackson the point. Eastwood standing patiently at the service line. Taking a look on the other side, Kamiak up 4-1 early in set 2. I still have no idea what he called. He waved as though there was a net violation, but he waved it on the Jackson side, shook his head, and then pointed to Jackson. So Taylor Eastwood will serve. Onsen. Eason, back set for Marin. Samaya Marin! Woo! She's a freshman. Just wanted to throw that out there. She checks out Kendall Solis into the match. She will serve. She takes Samaya Marin's spot to play some defense across the back row. Means Grace Schradel, Lily Eason, and the other freshman, Maddie Eisminger, in the front row. Bump set for Paige Wilson. Paige Wilson puts that one down. She's got 4. Big guns tonight on court number 1. This championship match is fun. Paige Wilson to the service line. Ciara Cho back into the match. Solis. Eason runs it down. Nice work by her. Onsen out of the back row. Off speed. Eastwood picks it up. Out of system set from Pistol for Johnson. Dig by Ludwig. Eason jump pivot for Schradel down the line, and it's too hot to handle. Grace Schradel with 6 on the night. Brooke Valentine checks in to serve and play defense for Schradel. Ooh, that's not a great pass. And that's a point for Lake Stevens. Tough spot to make an error for the Timberwolves. Lake Stevens is not going to give you much. Valentine again, Pistol. This time she overfeeds it. Onsen bumps Eisminger out of the way, and the ball drops harmlessly. Point for Jackson. So the teams trade mistakes. Skibble comes to the service line. Olivia Skibble. Solis. Overfeed. Eason goes up and wins it. Cho went up to put it away. Lily Eason just turned and put the big block up in front of her. Nice job from the senior Eason. She is an athletic young lady, a specimen. Christina Johnson slams that one off of Eisminger, and Johnson gets the kill. I remember when Lily Eason was a U12, she was consistently showing up for the agility, strength and agility training. That was back when we were all at Lake Volleyball Club. She was talking to me about her nutrition. She was focused then, and she's even more focused now. Lexi Dollarhide with the serve. Here's Eason, that big left-handed dump, and she's got another kill. Ciara Cho knows. She saw it coming, just couldn't get up there in time. Eason to the service line now. That at least takes that off the table for the Timberwolves. She goes after Dollarhide. Bump set from Eastwood, just punched over by Demelin, and she goes under the net in the process. Lake Stevens looking to get set number 2. timeout for the Timberwolves. We're going to take a quick timeout as well here on STSPN.com.
Hey volleyball fans, it is a great time to be part of the uprising. We've got adult and junior leagues, club hybrid programs, private personal training, court rentals, and much, much more. Check us out. We're Snohomish County's only indoor beach and hardcourt volleyball facility, uprisingvolleyball.com.
Welcome back inside Marysville-Pilchuck High School. Jackson responded extremely well after losing set number 1 in a big way to the Lake Stevens Vikings. Lake Stevens responded to the pressure from Jackson. It's now the senior Lily Eason at the service line, the setter for the Vikings. Jackson trying to stave off. They need a side out desperately here coming out of the timeout. Eason goes after Lexi Dollarhide. Out of system set for Pistol. Dollarhide sends a down ball over. Dealt with by Valentine. Eason can't run it down. Valentine popped it straight up and Eason couldn't get to it. And it wasn't pretty, but Jackson gets the side out that they desperately needed. That brings the senior Atwood, the defensive specialist, to the service line for the Timberwolves. Lake Stevens hitting out of rotation 1. They've got Samaya Marin at the left pin, out of serve receive, Anna Sack in the middle, and Hannah Onsen at the right pin. Here's Marin over the top, pick up by Pistol into the rafters. Nice heads up play from Atwood to run that down, and they send a free ball right to Valentine. Quick in the middle, Anna Sack hammers it off the tape. Atwood's got it. Eastwood, here's Demolin. Oh, and she spatched it. She just got under it, couldn't get the wrist over top of it, and that ball drifts well long, and she'd like to have that one back. That was a good setup for the Timberwolves. Onsen at the service line now for Lake Stevens. She's got 10 kills and 2 aces so far in the match. She goes after Dollarhide. Eastwood, oh, I don't like that call. I don't like that call at all. Anna Sack goes up, thumps back the setter dump in a blocking motion. It's called a prolonged contact, a lift, and that means Isha Mahal comes in to serve for Jackson. I agree, Todd. That is not a lift. Outside, Paige Wilson somehow keeps that ball alive. And Paige Wilson, what kind of magic was that? Her 5th kill of the night. I thought that play was done for sure. Wilson comes out with a pirouette. Backhanded right hand, it's inside the antenna. I think that's what Lake Stevens was arguing. And then the service ace. And Jackson has set point with Isha Mahal at the service line here in set number 2. It's a 2-person serve receive for Lake Stevens. Hannah Onsen and Peyton Ludwig. Isha, oh, she misses it. She was going to go for the trickle ace. She probably wasn't going for it, but she thought it was going to happen. She hits the tape, bounces the wrong way, and now we're tied at 25. Deuce for the senior libero, Peyton Ludwig. She's serving at Dollarhide, Atwood, and Pistol. Got Wilson and Skibble as your hitters, along with the setter Eastwood in the front row. Here's an out-of-system set from Pistol. It's Paige Wilson, dug by Onsen. Eason, jump set. There's Grace Schradel, hammers it down. Grace Schradel's got 7. That one was huge. Wilson thought it was going out, but that ball was in by a good 3 feet. Ludwig serving now for set number 2. Dollarhide struggles. Oh, Haley Pistol keeps it alive. Free ball sent by Skibble. Schradel, nice pickup by Atwood. Eastwood, back row attack for Dollarhide. She rolls it over the top, pickup by Marin. Out of system set, Ludwig. Swing by Schradel, off the block and down, and Lake Stevens takes a 2-0 lead. This time 27-25. Taking a look at the other court, Monroe up in set number 2, 13-9. We're going to take a quick break so we can hear from our sponsors here on STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back inside Marysville-Pilchuck High School. The Lake Stevens Vikings weathered a storm from the Jackson Timberwolves there in set number 2. They come away with a 2-0 lead, 27-25 in set 2, 25-11 in set number 1. Now we get to see what this Jackson Timberwolves team is made of. This is the District 1 4A Championship on STSPN.com. I'm Matty Bishop. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're brought to you tonight by Uprising Volleyball, GNS Heating and Cooling, Ace Hardware of Lake Stevens, McDaniel's Do-It Center, and Fred's Rivertown Ale House. And, of course, after the match, we will hand out the Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match. It's been good so far. It's been very good for the Vikings. Jackson, it hasn't been bad. Their first set, they came out flat like a pancake. But they came back and they bloodied the Vikings' nose a little bit. They got some shots in there in set number 2. They looked like they had command. They had a chance at set point, and then Lake Stevens came back and took it from them. Now we're going to see what this Jackson team is made of, see if they can find a way to stack their weapons up against this very strong Lake Stevens team. As we look, I'm just checking over. I don't see any changes on either side. A little late in the year for that kind of business. Looks like Jackson's going to start in rotation 3 with the senior Lauren Dimmelin starting left front, so they're going to bring her across the front row as much as possible. Her front row outside hitter is Ciara Cho, also a senior. Lily Eason, senior, serves the ace, her 4th of the match to start off set number 3. Lake Stevens starting in set number 1. Still the freshman Samaya Marin hitting on the right side. Anna Suck, the junior, is your middle. And senior outside hitter Hannah Onsen with her 10 kills and 2 aces on the match. Rounds out your front row. Brooke Valentine's your defensive specialist. And Peyton Ludwig is the libero. Nice up there and a big swing by Onsen. And her eyes were as big as saucers. I think maybe she had a little bit too much time to think about that one. Lexi Dollarhide into the match for Christina Johnson on the Timberwolves side. She's going to serve and play defense. Sophia Barber puts a ball down for Monroe. They're up 17-15 over Kamiak in set 2. Kamiak won the first set. That is a loser-out match. Dollarhide misses just long. Hannah Onsen to the service line for the Vikings. Pistol. Oh, how somehow Taylor Eastwood got that up, but Anna Sack is all over it. Eastwood with a beautiful set for Lauren Dimlin. To be fair to Lauren, there wasn't a lot she could do with that ball. To be fair to Taylor, there wasn't much she could do aside from just get it up in the air, and Anna Sack was all over it. There's Lexi Dollarhide out of the back row. Dug by Marin into the tape. Easton has to send a free ball over. Eastwood comes up, big left-handed swing. Dug by Ludwig. Easton Schradel misses. So Jackson mixing things up, adjusting, changing the tempo a little bit, looking for some things that work. Lake Stevens stuck in pretty well defensively. Lauren Atwood at the service line for Jackson. Ludwig. Eason, quick for Sack. Timing wasn't quite right, but they get it over. It's punch back dug by Marin. Outside now Schradel. Off the block, she covers her own. Out of system set for the back row from Onsen. Nice dig by Atwood. Big swing on the other side from Wilson. Picked up by Onsen. Here's Marin. Touch shot over the top, and the freshman is savvy. She's hammered the ball a few times to get to her first 5 kills. That time, she just goes up and touches it into a hole. Nice work by Samaya Marin. Peyton Ludwig at the service line. Lauren Atwood. Eastwood fast outside for Paige Wilson, and she hammers it off of the outside hand of the blocker and out of play. Nice side out there from the Timberwolves. Isha Mahal back in to serve for Dimmelin. Olivia Skibble into the front row for Jackson. That pass from Ludwig. Here's Samaya Marin down the line. Sitting on the line was Lauren Atwood. Nice defensive set by them. Big swing from Paige Wilson. Onsen can't handle it, and that's 7 on the night for Wilson. Mahal serves again. Onsen. Eason, jump pivot, going to her middle. Maddie Eisminger, and that's a risky connection, but it works out that time. Gets Eisminger her first kill of the night. Samaya Marin checks out. Kendall Solis in to serve and play defense for the Vikings. Dollarhide. Eastwood, that's a double contact call. Nice up by Solis. Wilson tattooed that ball down the line at her. She popped it straight up 10 by 20. Nice work by her. All for naught. Lake Stevens gets the point the easy way on the double contact call against Eastwood. Solis will continue to serve. Monroe 22-16 in set number 2. As the ball popped up in the air, out of system set for Dollarhide. Roll shot over the top, Wilson. Here's Eason. There's Schradel out of the seam, and she hammers that one down. She's got 8 kills. Grace Schradel, the junior outside hitter. She played middle last year until she was injured. She is a contributor all around. Kendall Solis goes right after Dollarhide. Out of system set from Skibble. Wilson keeps it alive, picked up by Schradel. Eason decides to have a swing, and nobody's home in the middle of the court. Lily Eason's got 2 kills to go with her 4 aces. Lake Stevens on a roll here in set number 3. Solis. Atwood, perfect pass from her. Here's Skibble, and the big block from Schradel and Eisminger. Nice work from them. Nice set from Eastwood. A low flat slide is a nice set, but Lake Stevens was all over it that time. They knew what was coming. Here's Solis again. Pistol. Eastwood out of system. Skibble just puts up the softie and puts it in a hole. Olivia Skibble with her 3rd kill of the night, and Jackson had to have a side out. Things were starting to get out of hand. Taylor Eastwood to the service line for the Timberwolves. She goes after Hannah Onsen. Perfect pass from her. Eason slaps at it. Eastwood with the dig. Out of system set for Atwood. What a pickup by Peyton Ludwig. Here's Schradel up over the top. Nice dig from Pistol. Outside now, Paige Wilson. Good touch on the block by Eisminger. Eastwood pushes it out for Schradel, and she just didn't get much width on her transition there. That ball came outside fast and just got a little past her. Tough play there for Schradel to make. Eastwood misfires on that one. It's 20 serving 23. Kamiak serving Monroe in set number 2 on court number 2 over there. Tatum McGovern makes it set point for the Bearcats. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, here's Olivia Skibble with the kill. Nice job siding out by the Timberwolves there. Lauren Atwood checks out. Ciara Cho back into the front row. Paige Wilson to the service line. We mentioned she had a good match at the service line against Monroe. She's looking for some of that magic here tonight. Solis, perfect pass from her. Eason, quick for Eisminger. She couldn't get on top of it. Monroe's won set number 2. We know we're going to play at least 4 sets in the loser-out match on court number 2. Monroe and Kamiak tied at 1 set apiece. Paige Wilson at the service line for the Jackson Timberwolves. They're trying to force a set number 4. Lake Stevens trying to book their trip to state in straight sets. Out of system set Pistol for Skibble. Over the top dig Ludwig. Eason outside Onsen just pushes it. Nice cover by Cho. That ball's popped up. Double contact called. It was a big ask at Taylor Eastwood to do anything useful with that set. And in the end, she couldn't get it to come out, or with that pass, she couldn't get the set to come out quite clean. Maddie Eisminger to the service line for the Vikings. Pistol, Eastwood. Here's Johnson. Nice dig by the middle Eisminger. Tip over top by Eastwood. Pick up by Wilson. Here comes Ciara Cho. Hammers that right off the hands of Solis. What a dig. That's her second big one. Pistol, Johnson, easy one. Valentine, Eason. Eason puts it on the floor. Lily Eason, the setter, with 3 kills to go with her 4 aces. Eisminger continues to serve for the Vikings. Pistol, Eastwood, Cho, and a sack with the solo stuff block. She has been a monster in the middle. Great to see her getting up, getting lots of contact with the ball on the blocking side of the game, something we haven't seen consistently this year. So much fun to watch these athletes develop through the course of the season. That's a beautiful shot by Christina Johnson down the line. Well played by her. Through the course of the season, you get to know these teams a little bit as a broadcaster. The coach in you sees little things that they're picking up, that they're doing well. Here's Brooke Valentine misfiring out of the back row for the Vikings. Olivia Skibble at the service line for the Jackson Timberwolves. That ball's just long. Lily Eason to serve. Johnson pops it up. Pistol sets it to the bleachers. Cho almost kept it alive. Maybe a little bit of panic on the Jackson side. Eason just misses that one. Looked like it was going well long, and then all of a sudden the bottom fell out. Thought maybe it caught the one. Didn't quite drop fast enough. Lexi Dollarhide checks in to serve for the Timberwolves. Serving at rotation 1 for the Vikings, it's Valentine, Ludwig, and Onsen in the serve receive. It's Ludwig with a beautiful pass for Eason. Quick in the middle. Anna Suck is feeling it tonight. It's her 3rd kill of the night. That's a beautiful set from Eason to her big junior middle, Anna Sack. Beautiful swing from her. Grace Schradel checks into the front row. Hannah Onsen back to serve from the Vikings. Onsen goes after Paige Wilson. Beautiful pass from her. Lauren Dimmelin. That's what we've been looking for. Her third kill of the night. That's that big slide. She gets up early. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Really high point of contact. Plays that ball extremely well. Lauren Atwood in to serve for Jackson. And a sack. Eason, Schradel in the seam. Pick up by Pistol off the block. Here's Paige Wilson off the hands. Grace Schradel, what? Saxon's a free ball. Nice pickup on the other side by Johnson. Ludwig with the dig. Here's Eason. Back to Maya Marin. Hammers that one off the hands right at Pistol. Here's Eastwood. Quick across Paige Wilson. Nope. That's Lily Eason there on defense. Back Wilson again. This time she's falling backwards, tries to go cross court and can't quite connect. And how about the defense from Ludwig, Eason, and Schradel on the Lake Stevens side? What a rally. What a play. The senior Peyton Ludwig taking a deep breath, catching her breath at the service line. She goes right into the seam hard. Lauren Dimmelin runs it down. Haley Pistol sends a free ball. The middle Eisminger with the pass. Samaya Marin down the right-hand side, and Atwood can't handle it. Marin's got 7. Jackson calls a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well here on STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back inside Marysville Pilchuck High School. Hey, thanks for watching this year's high school volleyball broadcast on STSPN.com. Biggest year we've had yet. Many thanks to you guys for watching. It's your viewership that helps keep the numbers up, that keeps the sponsors happy. Makes a huge difference when you call up the sponsors. You let them know that you like to watch volleyball on STSPN.com. You thank them for their contribution. Make sure you connect with Ace Hardware, Lake Stevens, McDaniel's Do-It Center, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, Speedway Chevrolet, Peyton Ludwig with the ace right down the line there, GNS Heating and Cooling, and of course give me a call at Uprising Volleyball. I'd love to chat with you. Peyton Ludwig, senior, libero for Lake Stevens. Oh, I saw what she was doing there. Was a good idea. She just didn't get quite enough on it to go short into that hole after the fastball down the line. Ludwig has been solid tonight. Isha Mahal is in to serve for the Jackson Timberwolves. It's getting to be critical for the T-Wolves here. She goes right at Hannah Onsen. Onsen with a perfect pass for Eason. Oh, Eisminger wanted that one. Maddie Eisminger was going to unload in the middle, and it just wasn't quite right. The timing was a smidge off, just a smidge. Mahal again, Onsen again, perfect pass again. Here's Eisminger. Well, if you don't get it right the first time, you might as well try it again. That time, Eason to Eisminger on the quick one works. It's going to bring the right side. Samaya Marin's checking out of the match. Kendall Solis is checking in to serve for the Vikings. Kendall, junior, she can play outside. She's a little undersized for a hitter. She's a heck of a beach player. Been playing on the beach since forever. Good all-around skill set. You earn a spot on just about any team if you can pass, set, and hit really well. Here's Hannah Onsen out of the back row. Onsen spent a lot of time in the sand herself. Her and Lily Eason, partners on the beach. Maddie Eisminger is trained with Uprising Volleyball. Lots of success stories on this Lake Stevens team. Lots of impact from the beach. Lots of impact from the clubs around. Grace Schradel. Big swing popped up by Atwood. Here's Christina Johnson down the line, and Onsen touches it. Christina Johnson, when she nails that line, it is beautiful. extremely balanced offense for the Jackson Timberwolves. Taylor Eastwood moving the ball all over the place. Paige Wilson with 7, Ciara Cho with 4, Olivia Skibble with 4, Christina Johnson with 4. Eastwood misses long there. Lauren Dimmelin with 3 kills and Eastwood herself with 2. They need someone to catch fire now. They need someone to do something a little bit special here if they're going to get back into this set 3, if they're going to force a set 4 against Lake Stevens. Here's Brooke Valentine for the service line for the Vikings. Atwood, quick in the middle, Skibble. Pick up by Solis. Out of system set from Valentine. Here's Onsen. Hammers it off the block and down. Hannah Onsen just points away from booking their trip to state. Brooke Valentine continues to serve. It's Eason, the setter, along with the freshman Eisminger and the senior Onsen in the front row. Great serve from Brooke Valentine. She gets the ace. Her first ace of the match. It's now or never for the Jackson Timberwolves. Atwood, perfect pass for Eastwood. Paige Wilson on the slide. Pickup by Ludwig. Eason punches it across. Here's Johnson. Pick up by Solis. Eastwood punches it deep. Oh, Haley Pistol, what a get! And a lift call against Eason, and that's a ridiculous call. She did not catch and throw. I don't think her hand was even open. Haley Pistol made an incredible play. Jackson gets the point either way. Paige Wilson at the service line. Ludwig out of the back row. That's off the hands of Skibble, picked up by Pistol. And big block there to reset. Oh, Hannah Onsen keeps it off the floor. This rally got funky fast. I think Lil Eason just jumped straight over Hannah Onsen. Eastwood sends a free ball. Eisminger, Eason, Onsen pushes it back hard angle. Cho couldn't handle it, and it is match point. Lake Stevens, the freshman Maddie Eisminger, serving to send her team to state. Anna Sack checks back in the front row. Lake Stevens is 1 point away from a back-to-back trips to the WIA State Championship. Taylor Eastwood sets Ciara Cho. The push down the line, pick up by Solis. Fast from Eason to Onsen. And another lift call. Someone needs to talk to this official. That's a tip. These should not be being called lifts. Olivia Skibble back to the service line for the Timberwolves. Still match point for the Vikings and will be for some time to come. And there it is, Hannah Onsen with her 12th kill of the night. Punches the Lake Stevens Vikings ticket to the WIA State Championship. What a match. They take down the Jackson Timberwolves in 3. Jackson gets one more shot at it. They get the winner of Monroe versus Kamiak on Saturday. We'll be back in just a moment here on STSPN.com with our Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match. Lake Stevens is going to state, everyone. We'll be right back. The Lake Stevens Vikings have punched their ticket to the WIA State Championship with a 3-0 win over the Jackson Timberwolves in the District 1 4A Finals. I'm here with our Speedway Chevrolet players of the match. Couldn't resist one last chance to talk to the dynamic duo. We've got setter Lily Eason and outside hitter Hannah Onsen. We'll take turns. Lily, first off, talk to us. Man, you've got so many weapons on this team. Really watching your offense develop through the course of the season has been phenomenal. Talk to us about, we're going to talk to her in a minute, so talk to us about some of these young hitters and how much work they've done to get ready for this moment.
Well, if you watched the game, you definitely saw Anna Sack right in the middle. She had an amazing game. I don't know how many stuff she had. That 1-3, I was blown away. She has blossomed. It was crazy how much she has grown. And Maddie, she's the other middle, she's our freshman, and she's, being way more vocal this game. She was blocking up a storm. I think she did great. Samaya, she's another freshman. She's new from last week, and she has just accepted the challenge, and she's fearless, and she goes out there, and she was our kill leader last game. This game, she had great blocks, and she got a couple line hits that were killer. Grace Schrodel, she's out there. She's killing it. As always, I don't know. She's my other outside, so they get most of the love out there. But
Fantastic, Lily. All right, trade up real quick. Question or two for Hannah real fast.
Oh, no.
Well, we lost the shirt. All right, Hannah, so second year in a row you guys have gone to state. 2 different coaches. Talk to us a little bit about Coach Kyle, the energy he brings, and what he really brought to you guys this year.
It's really been different with a different coach and a whole new program, and we have a lot of new freshmen, so it was really a big challenge for him and a big challenge for us to adapt. I think what's worked the best for us is, he really listens to what we have to say about things and takes it in and says, all right, let's do that, because, he kind of has to rely on us seniors to kind of lead the program and develop and, show him what it is to, win. And yeah, he's very analytical and meticulous about things, and he doesn't overreact, and it's really nice.
So one last thing I want to touch on. Another senior, your libero Peyton Ludwig, one of the hardest working kids I've ever met. Talk to us a little bit about Pedro and the work that she's put in over her 4 years here at Lake Stevens.
It has been incredible to watch her go from a setter to a libero, and that's probably one of the hardest things that she's ever done in her life so far, is just to make that transition, and to see her not only just pick it up but embrace it. It's like you can do anything if you do that. That's the mentality, and she has it, and it's been so great working with her and just making these memories as it comes, and just playing, I guess. I love playing with everyone.
Well, Hannah, Lily, congratulations, great job, good luck at state. Thank you so much for 4 awesome years, for all the volleyball that we put in together. I really appreciate it. Lake Stevens is going to state. They take down the Jackson Timberwolves in 3. On behalf of our sponsors, Speedway Chevrolet, GNS Heating and Cooling, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, McDaniel's Do-It Center, and our presenting sponsor for the year for girls volleyball on STSPN.com, Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens. I'm Maddie Bishop from Uprising Volleyball. We'll see you next season, everyone. Good luck at state, ladies. Have a great trip.
Thank you.